So as the recap kind of let us know, we fought off the rat ghoul plague. We met a doctor named Beck. You all came back to your room, which was supposed to be incredibly secured, and found that it was broken into. And your NPC compatriot Feedback, who was the only clone that you know that resisted Order 66, it was found dead on the floor. Bane offered to help revive him if you opened the holocron, and he could show you the secret. Instead, maybe he transferred his essence through a very rare force ritual called essence transfer.
Fun very name. Original Bane.
Bane didn't name it, he just abused it. Transferred his essence into Feedback's body, and you now all sit in the room with Feedback, who stands and his eyes glowing a burnt orange. He looks at all of you and you hear, "It is good to breathe real air. I haven't tasted oxygen in 2,000 years. Thank you, Tarek Kell."
As he speaks, he's got that back of the head sort of feel to it, as we all hear, correct?
Yes. So for the non-force users, this is the same voice that you would hear whisper to you occasionally, telling you things like "kill the hobo," and other various evil things. He spoke of some history, some things, but it was a strange whispering if you're not familiar with the force and how it works.
If I was told to kill a hobo, I would have just done it.
Right. I mean, M3, you didn't.
This is a missed opportunity.
M3 didn't really hear much. He just saw the organics that would sometimes be like Saxon would sometimes swat at the back of his head like something was wrong, and occasionally.
Oh, is that what that was? Amazing.
Yeah. He kept hearing "kill Luba, kill Luba, kill Luba." I was like, damn bugs. Hearing or seeing Bane come up, Saxon's gonna turn around to the door controls and just override, attempt to lock them as he starts to talk.
Sure. Roll a Tinker Tools.
I have a proficiency.
You do.
Okay. Tinker Tools is a what?
Intelligence.
I'm sorry,
yes, I was about to say, I think you expertised.
Yes, I do have expertise. So it's double my proficiency bonus? Is that
yes,
right?
double your proficiency and your intelligence.
All right, that's an 18 total.
18, easily enough. Saxon turns around, pulls out this strange combo tool. The panel on the door is already a little busted. He jams it in there. You hear some cranking and the door goes, and you hear mag locks go as it locks the door into place. Bane goes, "Yes, a door will stop me, small one." The Force users. So the Force users did this during the off time. They rolled a Force perception check. And in the process of doing that, Tech Triff, you are able, without much of a roll, to see where Feedback's body would have been. You instead see Bane. You don't see Feedback. You see instead this tall, nearly 6 foot tall man with bald hair, brilliant yellow eyes, and these tattoos painted like diamonds over his eyes. They go from the tip of where the brow would be to just below the eyes themselves. He has a wicked smile and broad shoulders. He is in this guy's wearing Feedback's armor, but you can sense where most people's energy, when you stare at them as a mirror Lucan, you see a combination of colors, and sometimes they flash or change depending on the mood. This essence is a deep crimson red, and to your eyes, you see bits of wispy smoke of dark energy that waft, almost rising in puffs from the ground around him. You can tell that he is an incredibly powerful Force user. But just beneath it all, just behind the surface, you sense a smaller energy, something bright, something not powerful, but alive. And the more you focus, the more you stare, you realize that just beneath the surface is a huddled, whimpering visage of Feedback. His essence lives in the body, but it is incredibly suppressed. You sense great fear and great anguish from the presence of Feedback. And you can tell pretty easily that Bane has revived Feedback, but has suppressed his essence, and it's trapped within his own body.
Plick is going to walk behind this person, just kind of curiously.
Sure, Plick. He completely ignores you as you walk behind him.
Fantastic.
Oh, good. Plick has their drugs.
Spruik's gonna just kind of tell Bane, like, he shoots people with shotguns, and he's gonna move on to his room to figure out why the smell is coming from his room.
I love that Spruik just put the lowdown out about Plick and walked away. Like, whatever. I don't care about this Jedi or the Sith.
I'm sorry, is no one else concerned about this?
I am concerned, lad, but
Not really.
you can see feedback in there, aye?
Yeah, he's being like he's barely in there, but he is in there.
I did promise to bring him back alive. He lives. I will return his body to him when I am done with it.
And what will you do with it?
I will live in it for a brief time. I need something stronger. If I stay in feedback for too long, he will erode, rot away. He is not strong enough to handle me. I will need a more suitable host. Feedback will do, cramped though it is. Again, thank you, Tarek Kell.
How much would you pay for a suitable host?
Credits are a distraction. Money is weakness. Credits are nothing but a ploy used by the powerful to control the weak. I do not need to pay. I am strong and will take what is mine.
Does Plick see any credits on
him? You see feedback has a credit chit on his body.
Yeah, let me go ahead and can I try and get that?
Sure. Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, do we see him do this?
No. Plick, with expert silence, you move slowly, carefully, your little paw extending towards where the credit chit hangs off the belt. And just as you're an inch away, you freeze. And you find that you cannot move. Frozen in place, your eyes can shift and dart, but your whole body is still. Wee one. I don't need to see to know what you're doing. You smell worse than bantha shit.
Aye. Don't call him wee one. That's what I call him.
Where do you think I learned it, Tarek Kell?
Oh, I don't like that.
So your thoughts betray you.
So, what's in Spruik's room?
Spruik. Spruik walks into his room. Roll a perception check, Spruik.
Okay, I rolled a 19 for that last perception check that you
Great.
guys can roll.
You can use that one. Sure. You walk in, and under your pillow, you happen to, as you're kind of searching your room, you hear some squeeshing as you're ruffling through the covers. As you pull the pillow off to the side, you see underneath your pillow is this long amphibian leg, almost like a frog, but with extra toes. It's a bunch of different colors. It's kind of a blue and a green. At least that's what it looks like it was supposed to be. But at this point, it's rotted and it smells. Someone has put rotten colo legs, which is an amphibious creature that is often fried and eaten as a delicacy, and has left them. They are not toxic, but incredibly smelly. Like, imagine a fish market, and that's that pungent sort of smell when you walk into a Red Lobster and they haven't cleaned in a long time.
Wait. Does Tech Drift come into the room and go, good morning, ladies?
No, Spruik. It's Spruik in the room.
That was an Afro Man reference, and that was awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to draw my lightsaber now. This is dumb. I don't understand what's happening. Hey,
which lightsaber are you drawing?
I will be drawing my Jedi lightsaber, please.
Not the red one?
No, I feel like that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Can I just say, no, lad, Keep it. Put it away. Please.
If the young knight wishes to duel, I will accept.
Tech,
Yes.
Do it.
said you felt feedback's presence still in there, right?
Yes. Feed. So
Zah,
Bane,
you can sense it too.
Okay. So
Bane
maybe
brought him back, but not.
right.
the way
He's
he's
just
supposed to.
trapped. He's trapped by Bane's spirit. So maybe Force users together, we reach out and try to touch feedback and help.
Kill feedback.
No killing. We're not killing. We're trying to get him back to the surface and suppress Bane. You know, it's a new body. Maybe like this is a chance. When he's not at his strongest.
The youngest of you is the smartest, it seems. Oh, but M3, I am disappointed. You let these organics order you around. I thought your metal was stiffer. No killing, they say, and you put your sword away. Perhaps
See,
you are not the droid I was led to believe.
My,
Click move again.
Nope, Click still can't move.
Damn it.
my problem is
I can get my sword. I mean, do you want to fight? I'm confused.
I want you to fight them.
Oh, I mean, okay. Well, we're gonna go get my sword and turn it on.
M3
All right,
draws
who's
a.
first?
Are we fighting Bane? Is this what's about to happen?
No,
please
we're
no.
not fighting.
I'm fighting whoever
Listen,
wants to step up first.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Wait. Can I do something really quick?
Yes, you are in the bedroom. So while
Can I-
everyone rolls their initiative, what are you doing?
Can I grab a hold of the leg?
The fish
And-
leg? Yeah.
Yeah. And because
frog.
I know Plick is frozen because that happened as I was passing. Can I-
No.
Can I grab it and like plop it on his head?
Absolutely. Bane doesn't even look at you. He's staring Tech Triff down right now. And Plick, as you're frozen, a wet, half-rotted Colo leg smacks you and just and sticks to your face. As that happens, you hear, and now you can move again.
All right. Oh, good. Bane is a prankster.
I enjoy jokes. All right, what is your initiative?
I'm gonna use my cool rogue skill thing. I can't remember what it's called. Bad feeling, I think it is. It's where I get to move my movement speed at the beginning before I roll initiative.
Yep. So go ahead and move if you want to move.
Damn, that's really good.
Yeah, it's nice. Movement is underrated in this game. All right, so I'm putting us in initiative just for the sake of this moment. It's up to you whether you engage in fighting or not. So Plick, initiative.
That would be an 11 plus. Ooh, these are bad. I'll just take an 11. I can't find my thing
Okay.
yet. So
Tarek.
Mine is also an 11.
Tech.
I'm in a car.
Great, I'll put you at the bottom. Spruik.
$13.
Yeah,
13. Great. M3, thank you.
16.
16. That might be the best initiative you've ever rolled, M3. Zah.
I have a fat 6.
A fat 6. Nax.
Max got a 17.
Oh, very good. Bane has a 26. So Bane will go first, then Nax, then M3, then Spruik, then Plick. Oh, Saxon. What is Saxon? Sorry.
Well, M4 is an 18 and Saxon is the 19.
Great.
I rolled very well for.
So I'm sorry. Bane, then Saxon, then M4, then Nax, then M3, then Spruik, then Plick, then Tarek, then Tech if he is able All right. So again, we're not in combat. I'm just putting us in initiative in case you all decide you wish to attack. That way everything has kind of an order and it's not so wild and scattered. So Bane will go at the top of the round. He just continues to stare Tech down and say, "Would Plo Koon accept of you striking an unarmed man, Sith or not?" And he will hold his action. Saxon, it's your turn.
Can I say something? Or do I have to wait?
That's your turn.
Okay, so Saxon's by the door. He's going to. What's the range on this spell? Oh, 60 feet. Ooh, I may be in range. I have to. Nope. Come here. Oh, just there too. Okay, cool.
That's so cool.
So we're gonna move 5 feet up. We're gonna crawl up M4, and we're gonna press a couple buttons on his sidearm, kind of aim it at Bane. We're gonna hammer into his elbow joint, and we're gonna cast Paralyze Humanoid on Bane.
Ooh, what is that? Is that a save?
It is a con save of 15, or be poisoned for the duration. While poisoned, the target is paralyzed.
Oh, I love that. That is an excellent ability. So you hammer into the side of M4, and a bolt of energy just as it gets to Bane. He succeeded his save. So as it hits him, or comes close to hitting him, it splices. Bane doesn't appear to have moved at all. It splices in multiple directions, and then dissipates, lancing off the walls. Almost like when a Jedi Master reflects lightning.
You hear Saxon just go, "You, Jedi."
No,
He has no
Saxon. Sith.
You just see his eyes get wider and wider with anger. And as a no, that'll be all. No. We will bonus aptitude because we aren't. We're gonna bonus aptitude. Herrick.
Bonus aptitude, Tarek.
We're gonna move 5 feet closer to Tarek, and then we're gonna bonus aptitude him to give him a D4 on any attack or saving throw. But
Very good.
You said it was a D4?
Yeah, it's a D4. You have to roll it. Like you can't roll it after the sign says you failed the thing.
Okay.
You have to roll it.
Yeah, before I tell you whether or not you failed or succeeded.
That makes sense.
Yes. And yeah, that'll be Saxon for now.
Fantastic. Is that also M4?
No, that is not M4.
Great. It is M4's turn.
Cool. I have to look at something real quick. I believe it's the formation fighting style that M4 has through tech mods. No, it's a bonus action. Okay. So as a bonus action, well, first we're gonna move 5 feet up Saxon. As a bonus action, we're gonna use the formation fighting style to move 20 feet, because I only move 5 feet with Saxon, and he has a 25 feet movement speed. To move 20 feet, we're gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, right there. I'm assuming it's the table.
Yes.
Cool. So that's a bonus action. Then we're gonna hold our action when Bane makes an attack against an ally,
Okay.
and that'll be in 4.
Great. Nax, you're up.
Oh, I'm the moron? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yes.
the failed officer speaks with wisdom. I have not eaten in 2,000 years either. I could do with a bite, and I would probably enjoy your company.
Well, I will buy you a nice little meal here, as long as we just calm down, bring the Sith down a little bit, right? Okay, good.
I am calm. I would speak with the would-be Jedi.
I don't think they would be Jedi anymore. But
A fine joke, Ortolan.
toot.
And you know, you were in that cube for a while. Do you know what's been going
Hologram.
on in the galaxy?
There is much I know, but there is much I don't. I was buried for centuries before Tarth found me, but he carried me for a long time. I heard his mad ramblings long before his mind was weak enough for me to encourage him. He told me much of what was happening, the war with the droids, the upheaval of the Senate. I even know of the transformation into a galactic empire.
How do you know that?
Because I am one with the Force, child. And it speaks.
No.
Also the gift shop.
Yes, that was a clue as well. Their marketing team is brilliant.
Mwah.
You should know, regardless of how powerful you are, it's not safe out there for Force users. Hunt it down.
I've been hunted my entire existence, Zah. Would you like
The
to
Empire's
learn
also looking for your body.
my body? Ah, yes, feedback. They may come for me if they wish. I fear nothing.
We made a deal that you would save our friend.
And I
Watch
did.
out. Oh, he's
Would
not
you-
saved.
Oh, but he lives. Would you like to speak with him?
Aye.
Very well. His Bane's head falls and his arms bow down, and for a second there's a twitch, and then dear God, what's happening? And you see that the eyes have returned to normal, and in them you see incredible fear as perspiration immediately beads onto the face of Feedback as he collapses to the ground, gasping.
I'm gonna. Do
Yeah,
I
is it
have
my
to
turn?
wait? Do I have to do something?
It is M3's turn.
Sorry.
Well, Nax didn't really go.
Oh, Nax, I'm sorry. Do you have any more to do, or that you would like to do? Aw, you hug him, and as you do, you get a little wet from his sweat because he's like immediately just dripping in sweat, and you hear, he's everywhere. I hear him. I see him.
I'm so
He grabs
sorry.
your snoot just a little bit, not hard but firm, and he says, "Please, Nix, help me, please."
I'll try. I promise.
Anything else, Nax?
Nope, that is it.
Great, M3, it's your turn.
Amazing.
All right, I am going to just kind of walk up. I got my porg in one hand, sword in the other, and I go, and then I just like pull the sword out. I already have it out, and I just kind of point it at him, and I say,
We should kill him now while he is weakened and human.
Brutus, I thought we were friends.
Yes, we are. Would you like to die?
And as you watch, you see veins start to pop on his neck. and around his eyes as he struggles.
Is that a yes or no? I need consent.
Wait, did we
I
figure
don't-
out who killed him?
Who killed you?
I don't know. I see.
The answer is me.
Jesus.
Terrifying. I see black. I see smoke. There was a fire, and I was shot, and then I was stabbed, and it was. I don't know. Black armor. Black armor.
I will give him the porg as my action and then walk towards the door. And I say, Bane was hungry. This is for him.
I just imagine M3 just walking up, nonchalantly tossing this porg and bouncing off this poor man's head and landing on the ground in front of him.
I'm going to bonus action dash to get to the door. And that's all I can do.
And then running to the door. Grand. Spruik, your turn.
Okay.
He doesn't want to die, guys. So you're welcome.
Right. Yeah, I'm not trying to kill feedback because feedback's still in there.
Well, currently
That would-
feedback's out here.
Well,
that
yeah,
would get
feedback's
rid
in
of Bane.
Would
I'll let
it
you take your
though?
turn. I'll be quiet.
I can't talk to him. I'm gonna look at Tarek and I guess ask Tarek to ask him if he can remember anything else about what happened before he ended up being knocked out or killed or whatever state he was in when we found him before Bane took him.
He huddles, wrapping himself up, and just says, black armor, black sword, black armor.
Okay. I will not do anything. And that's it. That's all I wanted to do. I wasn't gonna hit him. So that's what I'm doing.
Black sword, black armor. Does that ring a bell to anyone?
Nope.
Is it my turn?
It is Plick's turn.
All right, so Plick has absolutely no idea who this person is or who the other person is that's in this person. All that he knows is that this person was just mean to him and froze him in time. So he's going to bonus action hide.
Great, roll a hide check.
Oh, that's not good.
Where are you hiding?
Behind this guy.
Okay.
So it's 5 plus my stealth, which is 9, so 14.
Great. You think you're hidden.
Okay, I'm going to shoot now
Great, roll an attack.
with the shotgun. So it's an 11 plus 7, so 18.
Okay. 18 does hit. Roll your damage, at least in this state.
Now the question is do I get sneak attack?
No.
Is Nax considered my teammate who's engaged with him?
No, but Nax, you need to roll a dexterity save. It's a shotgun.
I mean, that technically has him in a grapple.
God damn it, Meek.
It's not Meek, it's Plick.
Says Meek.
Let's see. Dexterity. Oh, I'm not level 4 yet, so it'd be just a 9.
Just a 9 total? Great. As the shotgun goes off, the pellets fly, and almost immediately out of the barrel, it's as if time freezes almost. It comes to a near slow when you hear zoom. Everyone you see, you feel in real time, but the world slows around you as feedback
Do
twitches.
we hear Zawarudo?
As
Sorry,
feedback
guys.
twitches once more, and then when his head comes up, eyes of orange burn. He moves faster than everything else around him, depositing Nax in front of where the shotgun spread is, and taking a step back before time speeds up. Nax, you will take the full damage of what he rolls here.
9.
So you take 9 shotgun damage.
Oh God.
And Bane turns to you, Plig, and says, "No, no, no." And that's all.
I'm going to be a little bit scared and then move the rest of my 25 feet kind of down towards the door. Doo-doo.
Great. Tarek, now it's your turn.
I'm gonna say feedback. If you can hear me, I'm sorry. I was trying to help you. Bane, what do you want? We just want you out of our friend's body.
I would like mostly nothing more. I just wish to live, to explore, to touch and to eat once again. I have no machinations. My time as Lord of the Sith is long past. Allow me to leave, or allow me to stay. I will let feedback run the body until I find a more suitable host, unless you try to kill him, or me. And then, as he kind of kicks a weak Nax on the ground, well, you see what will happen.
But I was nice to you.
I'm going to look at everybody and say, we will let you be until you find a suitable host. Please just let feedback out.
He's going to look at Tech Triff and say, "And how do you feel about that, Jedi?"
I mean, I don't feel good about it at all. But I also see that I really don't have a choice.
There are always choices, child.
We lost Meek.
Yeah, we did lose Meek. He'll pop back in eventually.
I need your word that you'll not harm any of my friends.
My word.
Aye.
It is given. Unless they try to harm me.
That is fair. I'm going to step forward and reach out my hand.
I'm sorry, are we still in initiative?
We are. It is almost the end of Tarek's turn, and then it is technically Tech's turn.
Reaction insight check.
Sure, roll an insight check.
Who, on Tarek?
I'm assuming on Bane.
That's a shifty motherfucker.
Yeah, Tarek is a shifty motherfucker, but no, this is on Bane. It's an 18. I rolled a 17. Rolling very high tonight.
Yeah, that's nice. He seems honest. He seems like he actually does not mean any physical harm to you all. Tarek, he reaches out and accepts your grip. And you have a thing when you touch people, right?
Yep.
Yeah. When you grasp his hand, you feel nothing.
Oh, God.
As he smiles and says, "Oh, adorable. Would you like to feel what I feel, Tarek?"
Nay.
Very well. It is now Tech Triff's turn.
Tech Triff is just going to kind of look at Bane. He's going to put his lightsaber away and just sit down somewhere.
Very good, Tech Triff.
Can I say something to Tech?
We are now out of initiative, so yes, you all may talk. As the Bane feedback crosses his legs, it doesn't sit down, but when he crosses his legs, he hovers at the exact same height that he was before. Almost as if his legs just lift up off the ground as he just hovers there with his hands folded gently in his lap, eyes shut, head down.
I see he's heard the story of Guru.
Amazing. So yes, you are officially out of initiative order.
While we still got Bane for a second, before he gives us back feedback, can you maybe like search through feedback's memories and try to get an idea of who's responsible for the attack on us?
I
Is
could,
that a
Zah.
possibility? I don't know.
Yes. Come. Let me place my hand on your head and I will show you.
Hmm.
Be careful, lad.
Don't.
He will not hurt you.
Why don't you show all of us at the same time so you can't manipulate what we see?
Do it.
Even though you'll be
Just let
showing
him do it.
whatever.
That would
I'm
require
curious.
all of you to link.
I'll do it with you, lad.
All right, we'll put a hand out. Group hug.
I take his hand.
Group. Yes, I'll take it.
More
I'll take
links. I will also be a
Group
part
hug
of
it.
this.
Fine,
Party.
Max will.
Saxon's not going to join up. He's going to like keep an eye on everyone.
Great. Who's kumbayaing?
M3.
I'm not familiar with that song. It doesn't
Careful,
exist.
Stein will sing it. So
In this galaxy, it
Kumbaya.
exists.
Bane breaks out into melodious harmony. My lord. No.
a lovely baritone, actually. Little known about Bane.
Yes, he sang in his Sith choir.
Before he killed them all.
Well, before he made them all kill themselves. But that's
Jesus.
a story for another time. All right, all those of you that are linking in the circle, Bane reaches out to, I'm imagining Zah and Tarek at the pinnacles of this circle, Tektrif probably begrudgingly in the middle. They reach their hands forward and he goes, and both his palms come up. And what was that, Tech? Okay. So
Tektrif is not.
Tektrif is not part of this. Okay. He's refusing. Great. So Bane extends his hands, his palms like this, and you all feel this incredible presence yank you forward as both your faces stick to his hands, pulled by the force, and just, and as you do, suddenly the room blackens. You see nothing except empty night and the people all connected in the circle. Those of you connected in the circles, you see the same thing, pitch black, as if you're standing on an abyss that extends eternity. Even you, M3,
Yeah,
see these things.
I'm here.
You can see each other, you can see Bane, but none of you can move. And he goes, before a burst of energy, as you all see a almost like a flash of red before the room begins to appear slowly, as if fading into existence around you. In it, you see it as it was before. There are no scorch marks on the ground. There are no signs of battle. For a moment, it is still. And you see then feedback walk out from one of the empty rooms, humming a tune, just going on about his day. He sits and flips on the holovid. As he does, you see your fight with the Gundarks on the screen. As immediately feedback sits up at attention and goes, "What? Dear God!" As he sees Tektrif ignite his lightsaber in preparation as it hovers around to fight the Gundarks. A few moments later, you all see, as you turn, the door to your suite open. And in a small robed figure, short, not very tall, the visage of Plick becomes clear as he quietly and carefully, as feedback entranced by this holovid, not turning around, Plick quietly and carefully attaches repulsor lifts to the bottom of all three of the crates. He begins gathering things, taking things apart as all of you are slaying Gundarks, and feedback looking more and more stressed, like a worried parent as his children jump off the roof and onto the trampoline. As this is happening, slowly, as Plick is behind the crates, preparing to push them towards the door opens again. And a taller figure walks in, quietly, slowly. You see black armor, unfamiliar, not slightly taller than the average height, unfamiliar black armor, plated almost like Republic armor, but total black, pitched. In one hand, he holds a sword hilt, but there's no blade. In the other, a blaster. As he steps closer and closer, he eventually, Plick now totally hidden behind the crates, smart enough not to move. Eventually, the figure focusing on the back of Feedback's head stumbles, kicking a chair. Feedback turns around, drawing instantly. A blaster fight ensues. Throughout the fight, bolts flying, scorch marks all over the floor. You see bits of furniture being shattered, things flying through the air, and yet in it all, slowly, meticulously, the crates move towards Spruik's room. You don't see Plick, but eventually they, throughout the midst of the smoke and scorched blaster fire, Plick manages to slide into Spruik's room surreptitiously, unnoticed. As soon as Spruik's doors shut, the fight intensifies. Before long, you see the black figure pulls a small grenade out, clicks, slams it on the ground, and smoke fills the room. Feedback, hiding behind the couch with a blaster pistol in each hand, peers. And as he peeks from behind him, you see and hear zzz, as a black blade ignites in the smoke. Black, deep black in the center, as if light itself is sucked into this blade. Feedback turns, but not quick enough, as the blade pierces his chest effortlessly. It's pulled out, extinguished, and a few moments later, Feedback, crawling as he tries to get away, dies. You hear the rattle of his breath, as just behind the couch his body lay. The black armored figure appears, easier to see now, looking around the room as if searching for something. A few moments later, he looks up at the door and darts quickly, leaving in haste. Not too long after that, you see your own party enter the room, finding the visage of Feedback laying dead on the ground. As soon as you all enter the room, the hallucination, the mirage, vanishes as Bane pulls his hands from your face, leaning back and says, "You might want to give Feedback some time. That took a lot out of him."
Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Poor Feedback.
That was great. Can I make a hollowy image of the figure that we saw in the vision?
Yes, absolutely. So with your recording ability, you replicate the image. It's a little blue. It's not quite as black because it's a hologram.
Yeah.
And your hologram software and hardware is not the greatest. My computer can relate. But yes, you're able to create a very detailed, if slightly off-color visage of this figure. Blackened armor, almost like a wide bucket helmet with black visors. Form-fitting plate fits over the shoulders, pauldrons, forearms, chest piece, legs. A modified blaster pistol in one hand, and the ignited hilt with a black blade in the other.
Target acquired. Does anyone recognize this visage?
Well, I know what that blade is.
You may all roll a lore check.
I'm pretty good at lore checks.
You were not part of the. Well, I guess if you can see the hologram. So yeah, sure. Roll a lore check.
15.
What do I have for lore? Ooh.
Anyone else rolling lore?
Mine's a 21.
Mine is also a 21.
Ah, Meek, we're twins.
Twinsies.
You mean Plick. This is Plick.
I know what I said.
So those are, pretty good lore checks. You all can tell that this is some kind of ancient technology. It resembles, its functionality resembles a lightsaber. But no, none of you know anything specific. At least those of you that attempted, none of you know anything specific about this particular weapon. Only that it looks and gives off a feeling of menace. Bane pipes in, "That blade, I'm unsure what it is, but it is powerful. It does more than kill the body. It severs the soul. Had I not intervened, feedback would have ceased to exist. He would not have gone to the force as we all do when we die. He would have simply not been. You're welcome.
I thank ye.
Yeah, seems equitable.
Yes, he gives me a body, and I mostly let him live.
Yeah, I'm sure he would appreciate this rather than just dying.
Tech Triff, if you would like to know what it is to see through your eyes and not control your own body, open your mind to me. You are strong enough. We could
Let him
live
tempt you, lad.
together.
500,000 credits and he's yours.
I need his consent.
Wait.
That was weak.
You could let feedback go and come into me.
Is that what you want?
Would feedback be alive again?
He would be alive. He might suffer some side effects. But he
would be mostly there.
Mostly there. Do you think you could handle it?
Vectriff, let me help. You want Bane to come inside you. And yes, that is supposed to make you shocked in multiple ways.
Oh man, brilliant.
You did it.
Uber drive activated.
Yeah.
Before I do this, Tech Triff, know that you will not be able to control yourself all the time.
Lad, think about what you're doing. I made a mistake.
Yeah,
Because-
you didn't think at all.
Yes. Yeah, let the one who opened it. The one who's that bad idea. Listen, you little one, do not. Saxon's gonna run over to Tech Triff. He's gonna attempt to climb up his clothes to get on his shoulders, to where he's grabbing the scruff of his collar. He's gonna shake him a little bit, but friends die. This happens. You remember the other one?
Let's
get looking. He is dead. You don't see us going back after him.
Well, no. Let's get something very clear. I was fine with feedback dying. Unfortunate, yes, but these things happen. What I'm not okay with, and Tektrif is just going to point directly at feedback and say, is a Sith of this caliber walking around.
Oh, and do you think I would not be able to walk around in your body?
I think he floats mostly.
I do float often. Why walk when you can float?
Hey, Tech, maybe the best place for him to be is under your supervision. Not in your body, but outside of your body so that you can act to stop him if necessary. Does that make sense?
Yes, but no one would kill him. That was the next. I was going to kill him.
We're capable of that right now. I think we all just need to maybe take a step back. It's been a long day. We have to get ready for dinner still. Maybe we just kind of clean this place up and take a breath. And we can table the discussion. And if you still feel strongly about letting him come inside you in the morning, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better in the morning.
It's funny every time.
Bane, I have a question.
Yes, the droid in the front.
Thank you. I recognize I have the floor. Would a droid work?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the droid spot.
Very good. Tech Triff, this is unexpected, but should you wish, I could inhabit your body. We could wrestle and see which of our souls is stronger. For that one would be the one who dominates the body.
Lad, didn't do it. I've made a lot of mistakes. This is just another on the long list of mistakes I've made. I can't let you do this.
Or we could switch. I could give you Feedback's body, and the two of you could decide who's in charge, and I could take yours.
No.
Simple transfer.
No. If we're going to do this, you will inhabit my body as well. But
you almost said I'll be in you. Yeah.
We will wait a little while on advisement of Za. But
the youngest of you is the wisest once again.
No, I'm trying.
Flo would be ashamed.
I'm trying to. I'm very angry at the majority of people in this room right now. So I am just trying to.
What did I do?
M3, you're one of the few who hasn't done anything. You
what
and
Spruik do.
Plick pumps his shotgun.
And Tech will point at Plick and say, whatever that is, didn't do anything wrong either yet, except for shoot Nax.
Yee. Oh yeah, Nax is bleeding a little.
Yeah, I'm
less than half.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna walk over to Nax and twin cast heal.
As you do, Bane hovers lower towards you, without standing. He just floats down and says, "Anger is good, child. Master Kuhn would have taught you to suppress, to control, to channel your anger into focus and compassion. And look what it has done. It has killed everyone you cared about. How many Jedi live? Do you know, Tektrif?"
I felt each one of them die, and that's the more important thing.
And yet here you are, angry. Use it. Don't abandon it. You see what it did to them. It left them weak, blinded. The Force did not tell them when their doom was coming. It left them to die, to be betrayed by those they thought closest to them. Maybe leave their teachings. Try something new.
Lad, he's not wrong. I know you didn't want to listen to me. I've made a lot of mistakes, but his way isn't the way. There's something in between.
My way isn't the way, whines the one who ran from the order.
Tektrif's gonna sigh heavily and just kind of look at Tarek for a second. Tarek, I know you mean well, but you've been talking entirely too much.
That's fair.
Yes, I agree.
I am not thrilled with anyone right now. And Bane, I am a Mira Lucan before I am a Jedi. And we do not see things as black and white.
Yes,
We don't see things at all.
So I feel
glass in the
life and
background.
death. So that is my concern. And a lot of Jedi have died, including my master. And there's a lot of upheaval and unrest happening right now. So I'm going to try and grab at the tiny little good things that are happening right now. So I am happy to see feedback back right now and possibly back entirely in the future. But I'm going to try at the party's advisement to wait, calm down, and think.
Good Jedi.
Feed your anger, Tektrif. The time will come where you may not have a choice but to use it. I will rest now and restore Feedback's strength. Enjoy your dinner.
You and I will talk later.
You want to come?
I do not. The
Me neither.
machinations of mortality bore me.
Me too.
Yes. Off with you now. I will be here. As he floats back, Tektrif, he vanishes almost to your vision in the Force. It's almost as if he's still there physically, and you see like a normal energy, but it's as if he is able to suppress his force essence so that he appears normal.
I'm gonna say something that may be slightly out of character for me, but that guy is a jerk.
You're not wrong.
Spruik nods super emphatically in agreement.
I like
Are,
it.
are we still in the common room, or are we heading out into the hallway?
It is now about 45 minutes till dinner.
So I'm assuming we're in the hallway.
So if we don't get dressed
Up to you
right
guys.
now, we're late.
Yeah, maybe let's get the Undark off of our bodies for dinner. It would be impolite not to.
You do have time for a short rest if you all feel the need for that. You can use it to prepare for dinner if you'd like.
Can Spruik also call a cleanup droid for his room?
Absolutely.
During this short rest, Josh, Saxon would like to talk to the computer, doing their security cameras up and down the hallway.
Sure.
Can I hack into those and see who this black armored, swordless, sword hilt guy is? Try to get a bearing on where he went afterwards.
Sure. You could attempt to hack into the system.
Yes.
At
Hack
least
away.
for that. Roll a Tinker Tool check.
Tinker Tools.
Hack the planet.
Jeez, is that intelligence? It's a 22.
22.
planet.
As you pull a panel out and begin to tinker a little bit, you hear, ooh, ah, ow, this is a new sensation for me. And after a few moments, the screen flickers and you see footage of the hallway in dual screen, one prior, one after, as Saxon has pulled up the before and after of the hallway. You begin to run the footage with a twist of your tool as the footage almost fast forwards. And right around the time that you would have seen the black armored figure, the image flickers as the hallway stays empty.
Okay, I got none of that. There's feedback or something, some reason. I can't tell who.
You called? No. You basically with your tech ability, as you're running through the footage, you're able to tell that someone has edited and has spliced out the footage that would have revealed the mysterious black armored figure coming in and out of the room. So there is no footage of him. It flickers as if it was edited.
Okay. Disappointing. Hey, over there, we'll spruce up the computer's GPU or whatever. You know, can we increase the red, green, and blues that are emitted in the hallways?
You can't change the color of the room.
Try downloading some more RAM.
Can I download OBS onto
Yes, you have now downloaded a broadcasting streaming service onto the computer, and you are able to stream the video footage from your room at any time to the entire station.
Good, very good. Exactly what I need.
So, Star Wars OnlyFans.
Hey, there's a section in the Oasis Harmony. I'm just saying you haven't found it yet.
There's a section for everything, apparently. So I hear.
It's the biggest little space station that we've ever seen.
Oh my God, I'm stealing that right now. The biggest little space station. All right.
Wait, so we're not even at Space Vegas. We're at Space Reno.
No, it's well, yeah, actually, Space Reno is probably much more accurate. Space Vegas would be much fancier.
At least it's not Space Atlantic City.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I would
So
like
dinner?
to, first of all, I would like to gather everyone right before dinner and say, I'm sorry, lads. Feedback's the reason we're all alive and that we made it off Dantooine, I felt like I had to do that. So I'm sorry. And I will make it up to you.
You're not sorry.
I'm sorry. I am, especially to you, wee one, and I'm gonna scratch Nax up, like right behind his ear.
And I'm going to smack your hand away because you're not sorry.
I am sorry. Did I not find the spot? Can I roll to see if I found the ear spot?
You can find it pretty easily.
I understand why you did it, Tarek. I'm just not pleased with the outcome.
I'm a lot older than you, lad. Don't make the same mistakes I do. Look at me and see what I do and do the opposite.
I tried to prevent you from opening the thing, but you opened it. So
Right, I'm older than you. I have the wisdom and I can make the mistakes. You shouldn't do it. You should look at me and say, wrong.
I'm going. Tarek.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tektra.
I was just gonna. Tetra's just gonna look at the time and say, Tarek, for the next 2 hours, I'm still going to be annoyed at you. Afterwards, we'll be cool.
Fair, very fair. Sounds about right.
Are we walking and talking at this point? Or are we still?
It's up to you guys.
Out?
I'd
That
say
is
we're
up to you
walking,
guys.
talking. Who needs
Yeah.
a short rest before the before dinner?
Saxon need a short rest.
I'll take.
And we don't level up on a short rest, right?
No.
Tektra, you said you were going to cast healing, twin heal, but then it got interrupted by Bane, I think.
You are fully healed, Nax. As Tektra twin cast heal on you, Bane influenced the heal a little to give it some extra juice, so you are fully healed.
So there is good in him.
Yes, totally.
There is good in everyone. There is just way more bad in him.
Blick goes
as
up
he-
to Nax and tries to give him a hug and an apology.
As we are leaving the room, can Saxon set up like a motion sensor or something? On the,
Great point.
Wait, was the hug successful? Did Nax let me hug him?
He just stood there,
Okay.
especially after seeing you try and steal all of our stuff.
No. Blick saved it.
Flick is short,
It was-
meek.
It was a selfless act.
All right, you get a quick pat on the back, and that's it.
Great.
He's
So are
going
you
to rob you.
Well, I think Saxon was asking about setting up a motion sensor.
yeah.
yeah. So you
out-
could, with some spare parts, you could essentially create something similar to Miner. That's purpose was to just hover in a place and detect motion.
Yes. Can I set it up like a Ring doorbell?
You can set it up to record, but not broadcast to you live. So you could set it up to take a short burst recording, and it will take 50
Oh,
credits
shit.
of spare parts.
I'm sorry. It would take what?
50 credits worth of spare parts.
Okay. We'll set it up to where it will record anyone who enters or leaves
Great.
the bungalow.
I do have a feeling that if any other unsavory characters enter the room, they're probably going to die.
So you can set it up to record about 8 seconds worth of footage on
That's the
motion.
vine.
It's a TikTok. It records its own TikToks. Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my HoloNet channel. Make sure you smash subscribe and leave a like.
Delete.
Delete, uninstall.
Great. So go ahead.
Yeah, so Saxon will set that up to record anyone who enters or exits the room as we are stepping out.
Great. So during the short rest, you all see Saxon pull out a bunch of spare parts, and you hear all the come here, connect that to the back of that little wire, and he's twisting with his tinker tools as he creates not quite spherical, but more of like an oval, oblong sort of shape in metal parts. As you all leave the door, he clicks a button or flips a switch on the side, and it goes. And as it starts to slow down, he goes and smacks it with his tool as it goes. As the clang seemed to give it an extra spark, it floats. It floats in the center of the room, and every few seconds or so, you see a blue light go as it scans continuously every few seconds in the room. Bane is still in the room, but is sitting perfectly still.
Oh, that's so creepy. While Saxon is setting that up, may I please kind of like nonchalantly walk up to Plick, and then as soon as I'm within range, kind of like pick him up by the back of his little Jawa hood thing.
Plick, do you allow that?
No.
Plick will contest. So
Okay, what do I need to roll?
Roll contested strength save.
Actually, can I do I've got can I force pull him to me and make it a force check?
Oh no.
Sure, you roll a force attack, and Plick, you roll a wisdom save.
Yeah.
A wisdom save?
A wisdom
okay,
save.
mine's gonna be a 23.
Oh, this isn't good.
Wait.
A 10.
A 10. Great. With relative ease, you manage to grasp him and yank him backwards with the force.
Great. I'm gonna grab onto him and say, "Listen, you wee shite. I know when someone's trying to steal from me. Can I rustle around and try to find my knife that I traded him for the fake armor?
That's mine.
Yes.
I don't have it on me.
You 100% have it on you, you motherfucker.
I'm tiny. That knife is the same size as me. I had to stash it.
Roll a investigation check at disadvantage because you're holding him with the force.
Okay, so the first one is a 19. The second one is a 15 plus, you said investigation?
Yep.
Okay, so 17.
Great. Plick, roll a dexterity check. Roll a sleight of hand, actually.
All right. Let's see. Don't screw me. All right, sweet. So it's 15 plus 9.
Oh my God.
Great. He does
It's
not
as
have,
big as he is.
he doesn't have, you can't find the dagger. There's no dagger on him, as far as you can tell. This is all happening as you all are walking, I assume, towards
Yeah, I'm going to continue walking while I'm holding him. That's fine.
I take out the shatter pistol.
Listen, you cannot steal from me.
I point it directly between his eyes.
You're a
And
part
then
of the group.
My
You
other
can't
hand,
steal
I
from
point
us.
down to the ground.
I'm going to put him down, and I'm going to say, you're on notice.
Great. So as this is happening, you all have walked through down the hallway and through. You put him down just as you leave the hallway and enter the more crowded main area in the Oasis Cantina. There's a variety of species drinking and betting. You see some people have started an unofficial card game of Pazak in the corner, and Tektrif manages just to sense in the distance an important Dejaric game happening between some people, and he's quite upset that this has interrupted his dinner, or that dinner has interrupted his possibilities for the time at a rousing game of Dejaric. You easily enough, you notice that people still glance at you, they recognize you, but you're no longer the heat of the moment. Things move quickly, even though it's been just a few hours since your fight. It's as if you've been forgotten as the most important part of the derelict already. Currently, there are two humanoids in armor. You can't tell what species they are, battling it out in the arena. People cheer and cry, and on smaller hollow screens as you cross out of the Oasis and into the derelict itself, you see pod races happening throughout, and you can see parts of these pods venture into space as they whip around the noble derelict. And you continue into the turbo lift. And as you enter, you hear a voice. Ding. Good evening. Please swipe your wristbands and declare which floor you would like me to deliver you to.
We have a dinner date with Pax. Not quite sure where he is.
I believe I heard you say you have an appointment with Mr. Goodsow, owner, curator, and captain of the noble derelict. Please swipe your wristbands to confirm your appointment. Who's swiping?
I'll swipe mine.
I'll swipe, or he can swipe if he wants to.
Nax will as well.
No. I'm gonna stop Nax from swiping.
Wait, what are
Nope.
we swiping for?
Nax jumps up and goes beep.
Damn it.
Nax Somo, retired Republic officer. You do indeed have an appointment with Mr. Pax Goodsow. Please hold on. As the doors shut, you hear as you feel the turbo lift go up. Eventually, after what feels like 5-6 minutes, you hear bing. Welcome to Deck 1, Mr. Pax Goodsow's personal quarters and bridge of the Noble Derelict. Please enjoy your appointment. Thank you. As the doors slide open, immediately you see a glass floor, some kind of durable, thick. Oh, we lost. Who did we lose?
I think we lost
Tech. We lost Tech. I bet he's home. So, all right, he'll be back in a second. You see this glass floor, plated glass. Below, looking straight down, you can see the arena. At your feet, you see deep down, you see the two men fighting. As you step onto this plated glass, the images are enhanced so that you can see up much closer, but you are standing on some kind of technologically advanced see-through floor. And as you look at the fight, the image is blown up so that you are able to watch in incredible detail as these two warriors with vibro swords battle. Directly on the floor, not 10 feet in front of you, you see a long, ornate dinner table. It is fully furnished. The silverware and the plates are laid out. And each of you is able to easily enough see a meal designed specifically for you. Spruik, you see a plate full of smoking meats and vegetables, all native of Kashyyyk. You recognize the smells of your home as this plate meant for you is there, sitting before you. M3, you see a large bowl filled with steaming hot oil, seated at a place with a little placard, and all of you have little placards that have your names, M3, RDR, Spruik Treefaller, all before your places. As you each venture to find your place, you see a unique dish that is reminiscent of your home, or of somewhere indicative of where you were born. Saxon, you see a smoking hunk of roasted. Oh my gosh, I can't remember those two-legged. The name of those. I had it in my head. Those. Yes, like a roasting hunk of side of beef of that, something native of the Ugnaught homeworld. Zawarudo, you see a small plated Cathar dish, mostly vegetarian, with a sprinkling of nuts from your home planet. Tech Triff, you see a small, humble meal, something a Jedi would eat. Simple, packaged food, filling, nutritious, and unornate, inelegant, as a Jedi would have. Tarek, you see a spread of beautiful food, a variety of colors, each one like a sauce swiped for you to dip a little bit of this strange, almost sushi-like roll that is placed all over your plate.
Nick would like to stick his finger in it.
Okay, Plick sticks his finger in your sushi.
That's fine.
It has
I'm gonna pat him on the head when he does it.
Nax, on your plate, you see the biggest, largest pile of all of everyone else's food. You've got a little bit of sushi. You've got, you don't have any oil, but you've got a dash of that roasted ham-like meat. You've even got a bit of the nuts. It's everyone's meal, but a little bit of it piled onto this massive plate. Yours is by far the largest. And in front of Plick's plate, Plick, you see an egg, a large fur-covered egg with the top cut and opened, a delicacy to your people. The egg of what is actually mother effer. I can't remember that animal's name either, but the furry egg.
From the Mandalorian.
Yes, it is the furry egg from the Mandalorian, and it is the same subspecies of creatures
the
that they fight.
Giant rhino thing.
Yes. Yes, it's in the same subspecies as one of the creatures they fight in the Battle of Geonosis, and I can't remember the name of
Well,
it.
I'll save you here because Nax is just going to go fucking buck wild when he sees all this food and just starts eating without any proper manners. That's what our Forlorns do.
Yeah, absolutely. Nax sits down, doesn't even grab his silverware, and immediately just begins shoveling food into his mouth. The rest of you, as you peer around the room, other than the floor, the walls are covered in almost this light green paper or imagery. Instead of there being decorations or wallpapers, there are 6 alcoves cut into the wall. In each of them hangs suspended by almost like tiny tractor beams, different objects. You see in one hangs a glove, some kind of large gauntlet that would come up to someone's elbow, blue in color with what appears to be a rocket mounted on the front, almost like a wrist rocket. In another, you see this large, almost like a table. It's big enough for a man to lay down on it, or a person, a humanoid, to lay down on it, suspended. It's taller, almost as tall as M3. In another, you see a white mask, like a face mask, small, almost the shape of a skull with red lines drawn down the side, or drawn down the sides. In another, you see a crown, brilliant bronze metal with a large blue ornate crystal as it hovers. In another, you see this crystal. And Tech Triff, when you gaze on this crystal, it is brilliant, luminescent. The force is imbued so deeply into this crystal that you're shocked you couldn't feel it across the station. And in the last alcove, on the paralleling the dinner table, you see a long wooden staff. After a few moments, the door in the back of the room opens, and in walks a Twi'lek, light orange in color, one of his Leku wrapped ornately around his neck. He is not very tall and rather thin, but he appears spry, quick of step with a smile on his face. This is Pax Goodsow, the man responsible, the captain of the Noble Derelict, the owner and operator of all of its casino and gambling activities. He wears a blue shirt, dark blue, to contrast his light orange skin, unbuttoned down to the middle, flapping open. He has a long brown cape with golden trim around the edge, black trousers with a matching gold trim down the side, deep brown boots that also at the top are trimmed in gold. On his head, you see a pair of dusty goggles that rest atop where his Leku connect, the base. As he walks in, he says, "Good evening, y'all. I have been waiting a long time to meet with you, precisely one standard day. Please have a seat. I see that Mr. Somo over there has already engorged himself, as I expected. Now, I did my best to make sure I got a little taste of home for each of you."
Very thoughtful, Mr. Goodsow. Thank you for having us.
Oh, no, thank you for coming. It is not often that I get to invite guests up here. Now, please sit, enjoy your food. I would love to talk to y'all about some business adventures. You've caused quite a stir here on the Derelict in the past couple hours.
I'm sure we have. Have you heard anything about what happened to our room?
Oh, the break-in? Yeah, I have heard a little bit about that. Don't you worry, I've got my security droids looking into the matter. But for some reason, I am unable to find footage from that. I'm just not sure how. We have state-of-the-art computers, I tell you what, but no one has ever hacked into those systems and erased footage before. But I have not seen neither glimpse, nor hide, nor hair of nothing that happened inside that room.
Nax will pop up real quick with food stuffed in his mouth and go, "It's unable, not enable." Just go back.
Well, thank you for the correction, Mr. Somo. I am a slightly educated Twi'lek, but let's just say my parents, God rest their souls, or I guess, well, force rest their souls, never did much care for making sure that we had the book smarts.
I can tell.
That's enough, lad. Let the dumb man be.
Wow.
Why did
Invite
you
to
call us here?
Denny's. Well, you see, I am a businessman by nature. And I'm not gonna lie, I've got a bit of a soft spot for you, Jedi, and your situation. It seems a little unfair to me for your patrons to all of a sudden turn and stab you in the back when no one's paying attention. And I've got a nose for credits. And I'm willing to offer y'all a deal, something that could be beneficial to all of us in the situation.
What sort of deal?
Now, as you know, and he holds up his wrist and clicks a button that seems to be almost implanted into his skin. You don't see it until he touches it, and then a little light appears. It goes, and behind him, a hollow vid, the highlight reel from your Gundark fight. In particular, the scene where Tech Triff declares the Jedi will rise again. He goes, now, as you know, a certain member of your organization, you right there without the eyeballs, loudly proclaimed that he was a Jedi, and we all saw your lightsabers, and we heard, you say, here we are coming back. We're here to help everybody. Now I believe that that's true. Personally, I do believe it. However, there are people here that have a hard time resisting 100,000 credits ahead, and I count about 5 of you worth that much. So, you see the predicament you're in here. Now, I can only stave off so much at once. I mean, do you have any idea what it's like running a group, a station with 5 major crime syndicates? Lord, it's like, you ever tried to balance 5 different plates on top of sticks at the same time? I mean, it is a chore. It is a chore, I tell you what. But I have a feeling that I can convince most of the crime leaders to suppress some of their members' urges to hunt you down and turn you in for cash. I can probably even make some of the stirrings go away before our Imperial friends arrive, on the condition that you all owe me a favor.
Insight check.
Roll it, my friend.
While he's doing
Uh-huh.
that, Plick is gonna go look at the rocket gauntlet.
Sure, go look at it. It is a cyan color. It has silver trim, and the rocket is a metallic brass color.
Are we free to walk around the room?
He's not going to stop you.
I will go look at that staff, that wooden staff.
Sure.
I'm just gonna point out to the party real fast that I think a favor sounds better than 500,000 credits.
Yeah.
Well, now, I mean, to be honest with you, I can't make your debt go away to Sprague Inn. I mean, part of being able to balance crime syndicates is letting them run their crimes. So I may not be able to erase that debt, but I can surely keep him from turning y'all into the Imperials when they get here. How did they get here? Like, how did they market so quickly? I am stunned.
Oh, I have no clue.
I have my parents always said I had a knack for fishy things. And I tell you what, it is wild to my mind that on the day the Chancellor declared himself the Empire, the entire war stops. We've been in a galaxy in turmoil for 2 years. I have not seen, heard, nor noticed hide nor hair of a droid battle happening with clone troopers. They just turn themselves off. And I got people everywhere. I know way more than you all think.
That's an 18 for insight check.
He seems very genuine. He seems very, you get the sense that he is a lot smarter than his initial impression, but that he's a very genuine person.
And just point of clarification, the Twi'lek is the same thing as the other crime syndicate guy. Is that right?
No, Sprague Un is an Athorian. Twi'leks
Okay.
are the dancers from Jabba the Hutt's palace.
Oh, okay. He's got the
Too long
tail
thingies.
Yeah, they're called Leku.
for hair. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I can't make your debt to Mr. Un go away, but I can definitely keep the Imperials from noticing you're here.
And what would you like in return for that?
And
Well,
what
you
kind
know,
of favor would you be?
that's the catch. I'm not sure what the favor's going to be yet. Just that you'll owe me one. I listen. Y'all are a lucrative group. The way you killed them Gundarks, whew, I could make some cash money off of y'all. People will bet. And if you manage to work your way up to fighting the top champion, Akana Majaid has made it very clear that she is not a fan of y'all. That fight alone would rake in millions of credits for me. And like I said, I am a businessman to the core of the core of the core.
Well, if it makes you billions, how many would it make us?
Well, I'd venture to say hundreds of thousands, millions if you fight well enough, if you live long enough.
All right.
Well, just to give you the inside scoop, after dinner, I think we're heading down to issue a challenge to Grockus's droid. So,
Oh yeah, Grok is that slimy piece of shit. Man, I hate that slug.
well,
And-
we're gonna beat up on his droid a little bit. So,
Well, listen, part of that, some other inside scoop for you, because I have heard some whisperings. Now, Grockus is planning to file a petition here with the official office of the of registration. Part of the Imperial office is there is a hole you can register your ship with its transponder codes. It's also where you register property you own officially. He, from what I understand, is planning on registering or filing a complaint claiming that property of his has been stolen. And he looks right at M3.
Shite.
Right.
Why are you
So, I
looking at
mean,
me?
because he's going to tell the registrar's office that you're his property.
We made a bet. It's fine.
Did you think a Hutt's going to stand up to his word? They are slimy on the outside and the in. And I have cut a Hutt open before. I can tell you that is truth.
Ugh. Why?
Concerning.
Well, sometimes you got to kill a slug.
Not that.
Oh,
Killing Huts is fine. Do you recognize me?
I do. M3RDR. You, sir, at one point were Grockus's pride and joy. I believe he acquired you in a trade from the spice mines at Kessel. I'm not sure what he traded to get you, but I know that's where he got you. He wiped your memory and reprogrammed you from labor and service into basically combat and death. And through a lot of wheeling and dealing, some shifty, underhanded transactions, he deployed and installed software and hardware to make you one of the most deadly combat droids that has ever existed. You were repossessed by the Republic on one of their yearly inspections, and I believe that is how you fell into the hands of the clone army. That's what happens when a general sees you tear into 3 Gundarks and a small Rancor and walk out without a scratch.
Good times.
I mean,
So
we play your highlight reel every third day of the week.
Oh, I would like to watch this.
Well, it's 12 a.m. standard time to 1:30.
Again, with a mouthful of food. You're famous, M3.
It
I am
does
not
sound
surprised.
like you've got a following.
I mean, so far, and we do keep a running tally, M3 has the highest kill count out of any combatant in the arena to still be alive. And he clicks a button and you see a list of names. On it, you see, it's about 10 names. You see some you don't recognize, but you see Akana Majaid, you see the Hood, most of the champions. And at the very top, you see M3RDR with a significant lead over the others. If you were to take the biggest number you can think of and add a few extra zeros, M3RDR appears to have ravaged this arena at some point.
My God, M3's got an OnlyFans. It's amazing.
We have had a lot of OnlyFans references
Lot of
tonight,
OnlyFans
and
jokes.
I'm not sure why that's okay.
Does there look like there's any security around the rocket gauntlet?
Roll a investigation check.
No.
Also, have I checked out that staff?
Yeah. Roll a wisdom check while you're doing that. And so while you both do that really quickly. So yeah, if y'all are amenable to my terms, I'll make sure that the Empire has no clue that you're around or that you were here. Now, I would recommend being off station that day. They do tend to walk in and inspect, and I've had a few communications with this particular admiral, and I don't know if he's got a stick or a blaster shoved up his butt, but whatever it is, it's large and it is very hot because he is pissed for no reason.
If you,
It would be pretty advantageous for us not to be caught.
Yeah, we've got a bounty. If we take your deal, will you stop Gracchus from petitioning the Empire?
Well, I will not stop Gracchus personally, because to do so would be to upset the delicate balance I have established here. However, I can provide an opportunity for you to persuade Gracchus in a different direction, if that makes any sense. And he winks at you.
Cut open a hut. Cut open a hut.
Well, now I would venture to say killing Gracchus might not be the smartest thing, but if you eliminated his rat ghoul issue, I'd pay you handsomely for it.
How handsomely?
handsome?
Well, let's just say that if you can guarantee that every rat ghoul and every bit of rat ghoul plague he's got stored on this ship is eradicated without killing Gracchus himself, I would hand you a handsome $250K.
That's half of
Deal.
our debt.
Deal. I say we say a deal.
I agree.
Hold on.
Also, Josh, for that wisdom check, I rolled a 20.
12,
nice.
12 for Plick for the investigation.
Total. 20 total.
Great. So, Plick, there is no security that you can see. It just seems to be suspended in some kind of hovering, almost like tiny tractor beams.
I'm going to give it a tug and try and steal it.
Great. As you give it a tug, you cannot pull it out of those tractor beams. And as you pull, and then you both hands and you're pulling, he Pax gets up and says, "Excuse me, gentlemen." And he walks over to you and drops down on one knee. And he goes, "I'll make you a deal here, tiny one." And he pulls out a small golden box from his pocket. This right here is a puzzle box given to me by a mysterious sage on the planet Dagobah. Supposedly, it's the hardest puzzle box ever created. If you can solve it, if you can open it, I'll give you that gauntlet right there, free of charge. You got a deal?
Thumbs up.
All
Takes
right,
the
here you-
box.
Great. Tarek,
Starts smacking it.
as you see Pax shake his head, and as he walks back, he leans towards Tech. I know what those things are like. I just handed him a shiny lump of a golden-colored metal. There ain't no box. And he walks up to Tarek, or not Tarek. Sorry, Tarek. You, as you were looking at this staff, it seems to be like just a plain wooden staff, but there's an energy to it. You can almost sense the forces within this staff. Now, do we have a deal?
Throw in the staff. We'll have a deal.
Now, I don't throw my collection in for free. I'll tell you about that staff if you'd like to know.
Tell me.
That right there is Jedi Master Vodos's quarterstaff. I reckon that thing's near 5,000 years old. It's a quarterstaff of an ancient Jedi Master. It's imbued with the Force. It really is just a fancy stick. He carried it around for about 200 years while he lived, one of the best Jedi Masters from what I understand. I managed to find it on the planet Onderon. It was given to me by a strange Troidarian who had no idea what he had. And after a little bit of wheeling and dealing, I got it for a pinch and a penny.
What are you willing to trade?
Oh, now, I don't trade my possessions. Now, if you solve Plick's puzzle box, I'll give you one of them.
That's not a puzzle box.
Do you know that?
Tarek sees Plick trying to stab his knife through the puzzle box.
That won't work. Never mind.
Let him be. He'll be entertained.
Let me use it in a fight. Next time we're in the arena.
Oh, I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see. Prove you're worth it. Take out Akana if she accepts your challenge someday. I'll let you play with it.
Deal. I'm going to shake his hand.
All right. Very good. Now, about my previous offer.
Oh, yeah. I think we're all in agreement that sounds like a fair trade.
Very
I
good.
think it's probably a good idea, yeah.
Now, I would recommend issuing your challenge to B3 We'll set it for a few days, day after the Empire leaves. Make yourselves scarce, go collect some money. That way Sprague doesn't think you're trying to skimp him. You do not want to be on that Athorian's bad side. I used to think Athorians were all real nice creatures, real hummy, real sing-songy. No, he's a son of a bitch, I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right.
The Athorians sing. Like they're like dual throat singers all the time.
Oh.
Big part of their culture, humming and singing. Yeah, it's like the throats are on the side of their funny head thing, and they sing, and
I don't like that.
beautiful music.
Yeah, we'll take his deal. Again, I try to shake his hand. Do I feel any kind of feeling?
Oddly enough, no. He doesn't feel off or wrong. He just feels like you're shaking someone's hand. You don't get any emotional sense from him at all.
Nothing at all.
No.
Okay.
So what is the deal we're agreeing to currently? If the deal is
Well, I mean,
we owe him a favor,
right?
And he makes sure the Empire doesn't fuck
I
us
make
up.
sure that when the Empire comes for the inspection, a bunch of the bounty hunters here don't turn y'all's names in for the 500,000 credits, because that is a cool $500,000, and you can buy a bunch of shit with that. You could buy like 5 yachts, space yachts. Shit don't float on water; it flies in space.
Pleasure yachts.
Damn right. Now, if y'all agree to my terms, we have one more order of business, I believe. Y'all were asking about your room. Do y'all have any evidence of what happened in your room? I do not like it when my rules are broken, and I have a kind demeanor but a stern hand. Ask my children.
All right, we've got some evidence. M3, can you play it?
Do I have to?
Maybe just show him the picture of the warrior.
I mean, I'm not really programmed for this, guys. Like, what about the little droid?
Yeah, it's
Fine.
just a little droid.
I'll make the thinking for the world.
That right there is the M3 I remember. Y'all are lucky you don't have a sword in your necks right now. So the image appears, and he leans in and he goes, "You know, I do recognize that. That right there." And he pulls up his wrist once more, and he punches a button or two before a hologram displays almost from his skin. And you see the same image, but just the armor itself. There's no weapons, and it stands at attention, this time adorned in a long black cloak. That right there is the personal bodyguard of Lord Dak, second in command to one of the crime syndicates here. I believe it's the Black Sun.
that would make sense.
I'm not sure what you've done to piss him off, but if Dak is sending his bodyguard to hunt down in your room, y'all in a world of trouble.
So
Or at
clarity,
least on a few radars.
just Steven question. So
Sure.
Lord Dak is the one we have as kid.
Suppose you think Lord Dak is the one who you have a bounty to investigate with. He is the second in command of the Black Sun crime syndicate.
Yeah, great. That's what I thought. Okay, great.
No problem. Now, I will say, out of all the Black Sun crime syndicates, the one we have here is particularly ruthless. Their leader, his name is Javidami Braden. He's kind of an idiot, sort of like one of those little old, been in the game too long, doesn't really care. Dak's the brains behind the operations, and he has a penchant for removing problems from existence. So just a heads up, whatever he thinks y'all have, or whatever he thinks y'all are looking for, he uses that bodyguard to eliminate a lot of things, and they don't just die, they disappear. So just, there's some information for free, a show of good faith for our upcoming partnership.
All right.
I rolled to try and open the box. I don't know if it's a real thing that I can do or not, but
Whoa, you rolled a 17 plus.
yeah,
How
I don't
are you
know.
trying to open it?
I mean, I guess probably still with the knife.
Add your strength modifier to it.
Dexterously with my knife.
Add your strength modifier to it.
That's a 0.
Great, you rolled a 17. As this conversation has been going on, Plick is stab, just angrier and angrier, stabbing this thing. Plick, eventually the tip of your knife chips, but the box does not chip.
Hey,
I mean, you can fix it pretty easily, but the knife, just man.
There is knife in my oil.
Well, sort of like seasoning for you, ain't it, M3? I just imagine you pour it down your like chest piece, just like. Now, Click, you can keep that there treasure box. You ever manage to open it? Bring it back. I'll give you the gauntlet.
All
I
right.
don't
Does
think
it
he's
look
gonna
like I
give
can
you
actually
anything.
open it?
Roll an investigation.
I think maybe, pardon,
Damn it.
we should go see Dax and ask him what the hell is up with setting his attack dog afterwards.
I agree.
Like, he didn't even try to come talk to us.
Oh, Goodsow, do you have something that can unfreeze someone potentially frozen in carbonite? Per se, hypothetical.
That is a very specific hypothetical.
Yeah, I
Aye.
agree.
I mean, we do have a cryo freeze chamber. How do you think we get fresh fruit and other delicacies here? I mean,
Of course, fresh fruit.
rot over time. Usually, I mean, that's what most people transport in carbonite is perishables, not people.
Understood.
Y'all are freezing people in carbonite. That is fucked up.
Not
I
us.
don't-
We
I don't
found someone.
Oh, someone.
Did-
Well,
did
I
we say
had a
people?
hunch.
I don't think
He
we said
did.
people,
He
no.
did just mention a child.
Said someone.
He
Oh,
literally just said, "How would we unfreeze a child from
Josh's
carbonite?"
accent is rubbing off on me.
You're welcome. We do have a carbonite chamber run by some very faithful free droids. I'm not a big fan of.
Would we be able to get your blessing to access that with our measly wristbands?
I suppose, in light of our new partnership, that I could give you access. Hold on just a moment. He taps his wrist. Selma, and you hear the computer's voice come on. Ding. Yes, Mr. Goodsow. Could you change these boys' wristbands here to orange? That way they can access the carbonite freezing chamber on the cargo deck. Accessing, and all of your wristbands green flash before turning orange. Access has been granted to minimal security areas. Thanks, Selma.
Thank you. It is
Any
greatly
other-
appreciated.
Any other requests? And I heard you talking about going to see Dax. Be careful. He's a bit sly and real quick with a knife.
He's gonna stab us.
Well, I mean,
People tried to stab me for a long time. He could try.
cat's got my tongue on that one.
With, again, mouthful of food, Max is just going to say, more food, and go right back to eating.
Anyone done with their dinner? Want to share with Max?
I'll pass him whatever's left over on my
I'll
plate.
pass him the rest of mine.
He
Great.
will
You
take
get
all
some.
of it.
Max is using the oil like a salad dressing.
Oh,
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I rolled a 5
Oh.
plus 5, so I'm assuming that it looks like I can open it.
you know you can open this fucking thing. You know you can do it. Great. Y'all got any other questions?
Are there any other Wookiees and or slaves on the thing? 'Cause
There are no Wookiees, oddly enough. They keep vanishing. I'm not sure what's going on with the Wookiees, but they're having a time. And as far as slaves go, I do not permit literal slaves here on the derelict. All the people that we see fighting, did we just lose? Who just
We lost
vanished?
someone.
Been happening a lot. Wait, who was it? Jesse Meek Spruik. Tech is here. Tarek is here. Who ain't here?
Za.
Oh yeah, we lost Zai. He'll pop back in when he's ready. I don't allow literal slaves here on the derelict. Now, if you owe an excessive amount of money to someone, there is an option for you to attempt to pay off that debt or to claim that you don't owe or don't deserve that debt, and it is settled in the arena. Should you survive, your debt is cleared. Unfortunately, that does not apply to you all because Sprog-Un is much more powerful than the common bookie. I'm just saying people use loan sharks. They're a real thing.
Shade.
Because that's not our debt.
Well, maybe not your debt in your eyes, but in Sprog-Un's eyes, money is money.
What about Knox? Are there any of my kind aboard this ship?
There's an Ugnaught or two here or there, but they're pretty rare as well. Most of them were snatched up by the droid army and forced into servitude. I'm not sure what's happened to them since then, to be honest.
Why are you so keen on helping us?
Oh, well, I've got a soft place for money and a soft place for Jedi.
All right.
Those
Appreciated.
Of us that aren't,
Sorry, what was that there, Saxon?
those of us that aren't with the Force,
Well,
whatever it may be.
let's
You're
just
with the
say
Force,
that,
lad, whether you think you are or not.
you know, that is true. I have heard Jedi say that before. All is the Force and the Force is all. You know, let's just say that I've got a soft spot, not just for Jedi and Force users, but for people in unfortunate circumstances and, you know, miscreants, as the galaxy would see you. It wasn't that long ago that I myself was living on the streets of a dirty Ryloth.
Very kind of you. We'll try to do right by ye. May we go use your unfreezing chamber now?
Well, I mean, if you'd like to, did you bring whatever you're unfreezing with you?
We can have it sent down from the room, right?
I mean,
Maybe
you
we
could
should-
go get it.
Given recent events, maybe we should get it ourselves. For
Seems
safety.
like the right idea. We lost someone else again. Meek. All right, y'all.
Like said
It
he was
has.
leaving.
Oh, fair enough. It has been a pleasure. I appreciate all your time. Go get your whatever your not child you're unfreezing, and
Yeah, can we do that real quick before we end the game? Just like,
you can head back to the room and get it.
and then go unfreeze him?
You can head back to the room and see what
Yeah, you're a
happens.
motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, you're making a long.
Is that what we're doing? Are we heading back to the room?
We finished dinner.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
did.
finished it.
You've enjoyed your dinner.
Spruik
I will
hardly
package.
eats all of the thing.
I assume Spruik was eating the whole time and not
He
talking.
was. Yes, he
Yep.
was.
Those of you who talked more than you ate, Pax has a little droid that comes in. As the doors open again, you see kind of back. You get a glimpse of behind this ornate curtain as a serving droid rolls out and begins to package the leftover food so that you guys can take it with you. And you see two young Twi'lek children playing in the background. One of them appears to be watching some kind of hollow screen while another is building with some blocks before the door shuts. You don't really get a good glimpse of the room, but you definitely see two children. And he goes, "Now, enjoy your leftovers. Dessert is on the house. You just order it from your window or your video lady, Selma. Selma takes your order whenever you need it, and I'll be in touch. Make yourself scarce by tomorrow afternoon. That way the Empire doesn't know you're here. Give me a 24-hour window. They'll never know you touch this place."
Oh.
Done.
Is there somewhere that we can maybe go hide?
Well, I mean,
We have
y'all
a
got a
bounty.
couple. I was about to say, y'all got a couple of bounties. Why don't you go explore one? Make yourself a little cash. That way you ain't wasting time. Just go see Sprog. He's already offered to give you a ship. I'm sure he'll send someone with you, probably Porter. Good fella, little dumb, nice guy.
Oh, I love that guy.
Anything else?
Nope.
No, we're good.
Great. Well, I've got some ruffians to tuck in. Y'all have an excellent night, and it has indeed been a pleasure. And he turns and walks through the door, and you see the children playing once more, and then
That went well.
That went surprisingly
Yeah,
well.
very well.
Great.
Drinks up.
Now what?
So I say we go back to our room, we rest. We maybe, if we have time, unfreeze the child after the rest. And if not, we get the fuck off the space station. And we can either, well, I guess we get a choice of unfreeze the child versus give out the challenges, go do a bounty out the space station, come back, and then do what we need to do.
Yeah, I think we unfreeze the kid, see what fallout comes from that, then do the bounties.
See, okay, here's the thing though with unfreezing the kid. At least it's not like a total fuck situation at the moment. It's only a kind of fuck situation at the moment, and if we unfreeze him, it'll turn into a fuck situation. So how about we limit the number of fuck situations for the moment? At least until after the Empire's gone.
Yeah, I actually agree with Nax. I'm exhausted.
Long rest.
Yeah, long rest.
Yeah,
maybe.
definitely long
Take
rest.
the kid.
I mean, can we take a decarbonizer on a ship? Is that an
No.
option? Okay.
No, carbon chambers at this point in history are very large devices. They take up a big room. So it takes a lot of power and a lot of machinery to make a carbonite chamber work. So are you all venturing back towards your rooms?
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Correct.
With relative ease, you swipe, you hear Selma's voice come over on the computer. She tells you that you're going back to the Oasis. Slowly you descend, you go to your rooms. As you walk into your room, you notice two things. One, Bane is missing. Two, the sensor droid that Saxon had programmed is flashing red. A small light. An indication that someone has been in your room. Or something has moved.
Can I run over and check it?
Easily enough, Saxon, you run over and you flick the switch. It flickers for a second. You smack it really hard. And once again, it spins a little bit before and it projects a hologram. You see your door just moments before, like literally a second after the hologram appears, the door opens. And standing in the door, you see a hunched, wizened old man, bald on the top with puffs of white hair. You recognize Dr. Beck from the med deck. And you hear for just a moment, "Oh, it's you old bastard. Come on, let's go for a walk." And then the image runs out of time. And that's where we'll stop tonight.
Oh, is he talking to Bane?
He was, you can assume, talking to Bane.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Well done.
Good job, everyone. Very good.
I'm so happy for us.
Can we just go ahead and say the next time we leave our room, we just don't go back?
Leave a bomb.
Every time you come back to your room, more shit has hit the fan or changed. I mean, you did leave a 2,500-year-old Lord of the Sith just hanging out in your bedroom.
We left a sensor at least to tell us if he left or not.
We're really good about our loose ends, guys. Like, really good at that.
Really
We
good
are
at
all
being
loose
terrible.
ends.
I had a perfect plan to deal with loose ends. I'm just stating that.
Well, M3 also has a murder hobo setting, so
That's true.
I don't know what you mean.
Good job,
All right, well,
everyone.
I
That was a
gotta
good
go
time.
to